Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
And 15 PCA.
Native 454.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter at C15 Podcast. So we talked about the Jean-Luc Picard's coming back to Trek in some way or another. And we reported on this, but now it's official. Patrick Stewart released a statement online to officially announce it. Everyone's like losing their minds, but like we talked about this like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But these are Patrick Stewart's words, and I agree with them. It also makes me sad at the same exact time. But here we go. I'll always be very proud to have been part of Star Trek Next Generation. But when we wrapped up the final movie in the spring of 2002, I truly felt my time with Star Trek had run its natural course, Stewart said. It is therefore an unexpected but delightful surprise to find myself excited and invigorated to be returning to Jean-Luc Picard and to explore new dimensions within him, seeking out new life for him. And when I thought that life was over, when I read that line, I wanted to like do the opener, seeking new life. Just kind of wanted to go right into it. But it continues on. During the past year, it has been humbling to hear many stories about how the next generation brought people comfort, saw them through difficult periods in their lives, and how the example of Jean-Luc inspired so many to follow in his footsteps, pursuing science, exploration, and leadership. I feel I'm ready to return to him for the same reason, to research and to experience what comforting and reforming light he may shine on those often in very dark times. I look forward to working with our brilliant creative team, and we endeavor to bring in a fresh, unexpected, and pertinent story to life once more. Like the whole thing. Do you think anyone's going to say that about Discovery?
No.
Go up to the girl who played Tilly and be like, you inspired me to do all this.
No,
never.
Because Discovery is made for this time.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
All the other Trek shows, they've always inspired to be
Timeless.
for all time.
Yeah.
I can still fire up a few episodes of the original series and still watch them and enjoy them. I will never go back to Discovery. No. Unless I'm doing like research on something, I don't think I'll ever watch any of those episodes ever again.
You know, someone just cut out like 2-3 parts with what's his name?
Suru?
I just want to see that.
I like Suru.
Yeah, his speech he gave to the crew.
I know people,
Empire
again, check out our reviews. We reviewed all of Season 1, and we will be reviewing Season 2. People gave us guff about liking Suru, and it was so
But he
generic.
started to become his own. He started to sound like a Starfleet captain.
I like Suru, but back to everything he said there, how to follow in his footsteps, to inspire them to maybe join the Navy or the military or to become leaders.
Or astronauts, scientists, astronomers.
That's what we've been saying from the very beginning.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people, watched again the Star Wars and inspired them to be writers and artists and creators.
And directors.
Trek inspired people to become scientists and doctors, and not saying one's more important than the other. Let's just keep that straight. I love Star Wars.
They're both enrich our cultures, but one's way more
saving people's lives.
Yeah.
But everything he just said was true about everything before.
Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah.
If he would have did this circa 2006, I'd be so excited.
Yeah.
And the fact it's been so long, and then when he said, one thing was striking when he said when the Nemesis wrapped up in 2002. That was 16 years ago, guys.
Damn.
Wow.
Such
I
a
don't
long
know.
time
I
ago.
know it's all like God's that long now.
It's kind of crazy.
I thought was it 2010? No, 2002.
And notice how he didn't mention Discovery at all?
No. I don't think he's ever seen it. I'll get money on it.
He admitted to himself that he hasn't seen the series. I remember we covered that in our other video when he was talking about returning. I bet that's his cover so he doesn't have to give an opinion. So he probably watched it just like how when what's his face? Kirk, yeah.
I know you're talking about
Shatner. My God, I can't believe I
William
forgot
Shatner.
He's like, well, I guess this is what Star Trek is now. That is like he didn't praise it.
Well, that's something different.
Yeah, that's all he had to say.
Yeah. And basically in so many Star Wars, when you say something's different.
Don't feel too bad. There was an episode of Conan O'Brien when William Shatner forgot who Captain Kirk was, and they forgot how to say it. That was funny.
He played the damn man. No, but I love when I'm reading those words. I'm smiling because I love Jean-Luc Picard. He was such a good captain. He was a real captain.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm gonna say, why can't this be animated? Well, hope this is the animated show. It'd be perfect.
Because can he really? He's so old.
Yeah.
I don't want to like read a thing. Oh, Patrick Stewart shatters his leg doing a stunt. I don't want him to hurt himself.
No, that's what happened with Harrison Ford in Star Wars. He broke his leg. I don't want something to happen to him.
Man, it's just so cool to hear that again. But just Discovery has really tainted it.
Yeah.
Discovery is the STD to the Trek universe.
My thing is, what if they try to do Next Generation, but in this universe?
See, it's so weird. I don't know what they're gonna do. Is it gonna be old man where he's like an admiral and he's reminiscing about the past? Yeah. Is it going to be like? There's so many different ways.
Exactly. You could do that for a couple seasons if you did that.
Or you could do the academy where he's like a
teacher at the academy. That'd be so cool.
That'd be neat.
People gave us guff about that too. The academy would be stupid. I think it would be really cool.
You're an idiot. I love to see Earth. I like to see that.
Yeah, it's just showing you what could be.
By the way, and have a Gemini be one of the students. I know. That would be so cool.
If it takes place afterwards.
Yeah, as I said, yeah.
They also announced a couple of books. Mm-hmm. There's going to be a book that takes place right after Nemesis. It's called something about the light. I forget what it's called, but I might check that out.
Sounds interesting.
Sounds interesting, and there's going to be a book all about Tilly.
Really?
Is it a picture book? It's like one of those golden books, like little kids read.
And this is when I had the little sport drug give me, and I became Lorca.
I should have got my uniform one size bigger.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I've already seen this a couple times. I liked the way she looked in the turnover with the hair long. She looked almost cute to me.
She looked confident.
Yeah.
That's what I think is what changed it all was the fact that she was being.
And then she went muffin top again. It's like,
with her belly's like, again, one size bigger. You look great. But definitely. I don't know. It's like I want this to be good, but I know what they're doing with Discovery, and that's going to transfer over to this. And I don't want to see Captain Picard get tainted by that STD.
No, I don't need that.
I don't want Picard to get an STD. I just don't want that.
No one wants STD.
I don't want an STD. I don't want to be in the disco. I don't want any of that with him.
But I would love to see him put on the uniform again. I hear the voice and engage. Number one, I want to hear all those things again.
Wouldn't it be cool if it was somehow like. And not right after the last episode of the series, but like a little, like I feel like 10 years later or something, and like Riker's in it, and he's the captain of the Titan, and Worf's the captain on the ship. Wouldn't that be cool? It was about those three captains. That would be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
They've been wanting to do it so long too.
Yeah, Michael Dorn is all about that.
Oh yeah, Michael Dorn and what's his name?
Christopher Franks.
Jonathan Franks. Yeah, Jonathan Franks. We're getting names wrong here today. But yeah, that would be amazing. They want to do it so bad. That'd be a really cool show. Yeah, he's the captain of the Titan now.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But I want to see a photo of him wearing the uniform again. That'd be just cool for me. Just as a huge fan.
Just to see that.
Yeah, just like a turbo lift door open and then you see him walk out like.
How much cool would it be if he's at his in the regular desk and he looks like Next Generation?
Yeah, it'd be so cool. I just love that stuff.
Just for a minute.
His fish,
Yeah.
But yes and no. That's how I feel about it. I feel yes and no. No, don't ruin it. Yes, I want to see it again. I'm torn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, we want to see it again, but do it right.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we don't know if that's going to be
funny,
possible.
I know this is kind of silly, but you mentioned the fish. Notice that never got cracked.
Yeah. Like all those battles, it was made out of some super material.
I know, right? Why'd they make that out of the ship? I don't know. That'll work. We're just being silly, but it'd be fun.
It's just a lot of cool stuff, and a lot of people.
But I wish we had the old writers.
Yeah.
But they're all on Orville now. That's the problem.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, sub, and share. Also, for the most up-to-date information about the podcast, follow us on Twitter at C15 Podcast.